All right, Hawks family, welcome back once again to another broadcast of our 10UA Red Littleton Hawks. Today we have in the second game of our Seattle tournament over President's Day weekend, we have our Hawks taking on the Vancouver Storm. Sporting blue and green jerseys, kind of like the Vancouver Canucks. It'll be a good game today at this gorgeous new Kraken triple ice sheet facility in northern part of Seattle. It's the nicest ice rink I think I've ever been in, and it should be a great game. We got a standard sheet of ice today versus this morning we were playing on Olympic ice, and Hawks need to keep up the pressure and keep scoring goals. This is a refresher for folks that weren't able to join this morning. Hawks won 5-3 in a good battle against Santa Ana Blackhawks this morning. So 12 minutes on the clock. Warm-ups are complete. Coaches saying their last-minute words, and we should be dropping the puck for face-off any second. Thanks for joining. I think we've got 10 people on the stream already. First line out here today is Mikey's line with Steven on his left and William on his right. Landon and Luke starting on D. Face off one. Back to the Vancouver end, and neutral zone battle. Puck is picked up by the Hawks to get it down into the zone, but not deep. Picked up by the D of Vancouver. Centering pass or headman pass can't connect, and the Hawks chase back. Mike forechecks, knocks the puck away. There's puck along the half board, send it in the corner. Luke applies pressure. Got there first by Vancouver. Hawks come up with it. Kingseed finds Mike. Mike and Kingseed going in, and puck is checked away. Littleton pressure still in the zone, and Vancouver skates it away. Headman pass can't connect to Mike, and that's going to go in. No icing on this. Puck down behind the net, and the D goes for a change. Vancouver's able to skate it out of the zone. Cross ice pass goes to no one, and that's going to be an offsides call. So we'll complete the line change here for the Hawks. With the Alti line up next. With Bacon on his left and Daisy on his right. Face off, controlled by Littleton. Punch back to the Vancouver D. And they're going to headman it and get it into the zone. Littleton D quickly punches the puck back out. Good job there, Luke. Quick initial impressions is this team is connecting passes better than the team we were seeing this morning. Pushed out of the zone by Littleton D. Alti picks it up, 3-on-1, and he can't come up with the puck. Vancouver skates it in, 1-on-2, shot. Oh, and it beats Connor over his glove on the left into the top corner, and Vancouver takes a 1-0 lead, 10-21 in the first period. Not the start we wanted. I think we want that one back if we can, but no such luck. So we'll line up at center ice and battle back. We need to get that one back here, boys. Alti's line stays out there. We got Kaysen and Miles back on D. After a little face-off instruction, Vancouver comes up with the puck, skates it into the zone. Miles says it, sends it up to Alti, can't connect, high in the slot, dangerous shot, tip, loose puck in front, push to the side. Connors makes a good push out, comes up with puck, loose puck again in front of the net, set down low right of the goalie, and push back out, slap shot. Connor hits it with the glove and holds on. Nice glove save there, Connor. Those loose pucks in front of the net were scary for us this morning, but didn't cost us this game. See if we can't tighten that up this afternoon. Fresh line out here. Now we got Dawson's line with Eli on his left and Coy on his right. Puck goes up to the punt. Stick handled down and sent down into the corner. Back to the point. Connor with the save. Goes into the far corner. Miles has it. Finds Eli. Eli can't connect on the breakout pass, and it stays in the defensive zone. Eli forechecking far in the corner. Vancouver skates it down in the corner. Looking for a pass. Dawson muscles him off the puck and skates it up wide. Gets it out of the zone. 3-on-2 developing, and the Hawks can't connect. Oops, sorry with the camera. Headman pass for Vancouver can't connect. DDD. Miles sends it up. Coy has it at center ice. Needs to get it in the zone. Does. Can't get it deep. And Eli comes up with the puck in the corner. Sends it up top to Miles. Miles sends it back down to Eli in the close corner. Eli needs to find Dawson out front. Dawson's open. He can't. And Dawson gets the puck as this goes into the far corner. Dawson has it behind the net. Wraps around in front. Coy's right there, but he can't bury it home. Good shot. Good opportunity by Coy. Eli can't stop the puck. Pop it out of the zone. And Laser is back. Sends him wide. Puck centered across the middle. Nobody's home. And into the close corner for Vancouver. Coy Johnson's down there battling. Dawson picks it up along the boards and can't get it out. Miles punches it back up the boards and back down low. Can't get it out. Laser's going to pick it up behind the net. Laser sends it up the boards and held in by the Vancouver D. Couldn't connect with the winger there. And Coy finally able to push it out. Dawson connects at center ice. Dawson takes it wide. Has Coy in the center. Dawson hits the brakes. Sends it out front. And loose puck off the goalie, but Dawson couldn't get the rebound. Vancouver's running the breakout up the far side. Littleton D steps up. And Mikey pitches the puck and is sent into the Littleton zone. Pass up to Laser. Can't get it out. Defensive end turnover. Miles pokes checks it. Laser backhands it. And finally, Dawson tries to send it up. Still can't get it out of the zone. Vancouver skates it into the corner down low. 4-on-1 battle. And finally, Dawson's going to come up with it and get it out. That shouldn't be a nice there. They had a chance to play it, and the guy lifted his stick. Mike has it, sends a backhand shot in front. Can't connect. Littleton gets it down in the corner. Sends it down low for Mike. Mike's got to win that loose puck. Can't come up with it. Vancouver skates it up the board. Littleton pinches, holds it in momentarily. And the Vancouver D comes up with it and slides it into the neutral zone. Luke pressuring the puck. Gets it into the zone. Needs to get it deep. Does. Gets it deep. Steven forechecks down behind the net. Applying pressure. See if we can't get an offensive in turnover here. And we do. Steven comes up with it. Flings it on net. Can't connect with Mikey. Well, Mike's battling down low. The defender falls down. And Vancouver comes up with it. Kingseed pokes it away. And it's still in the offensive zone. Trickles in the slap. Mikey with a slap shot. Goalie saves it and it goes wide right. Mike throws it in front to Kinger. Can't connect there. Mike has it up top. Throws it to D. Luke stick handles. Gets a shot that's blocked. Pucks along the half boards. Littleton's still trying to hold it in. They do momentarily. And the Vancouver D comes up with it. Headmans the pass. And it almost is a breakaway. Littleton D gets back. And Littleton D picks it up into the corner. Oh, headman pass to Mike. Just can't connect. Oh, and there's some collision at open ice collision there. And the Vancouver player goes down holding his head. Hope he's all right. Mike picks up the pass. Touches it up to Kinger. Gets his pocket picked. And Vancouver brings it back the other way. They get it in the zone. Drop pass. Can't connect. And then Vancouver just sends it deep. Little Dindy picks it up. It's the breaks. We run the breakout, but no wingers home. The shot from the point deflected. Littleton scrambling a little bit right now. Picked up off the half boards and headband up. We got Steven and Mike on a breakaway. Mike's going to get a breakaway. has it, winds up for a wrist shot, and he buries it. Ties the game with 4:55 in the first period. 1-1. Great play by Mike there to not give up on that puck and stick with it. Skates through the defender and buries the wrist shot. So 1-1. Got that early goal back and tied it up. Fresh legs out here. We got Alti, Davey, and Bacon with Wilmer and Bernsey. Face off, one back to Wilmer. Sends it up for Bacon. Can't connect. Bacon pushes it deep. Now we have a 3-on-2 developing, and we're going to get whistled for offsides. All right, so we'll have a face-off just outside of the Littleton offensive zone. And same lines out there. 4:50 in the first period, 1-1 game. Face off, went over to Bacon, punched into the zone momentarily, and then put it back out. Neutral zone, loose puck, comes back to the Vancouver D. They're feeding passes up into the neutral zone pretty well. They skate it in. Bernsey takes him wide into the corner, knocks the puck away, trickles behind the net. Vancouver comes up with it. Alti's going to pick up the loose puck in the zone, try to skate up, and gets bodied off the puck. Comes to the point, DDD pass. Kingseed pressures it. If he can get it up to Mike, he's got a breakaway. And he can't get it there. Mike has to hold up at the blue line, and that's offsides. Sorry about the camera there again. So with 4:11, we'll have a face-off just outside of the offensive zone again. Alti on the draw. Comes over to Bacon. Bacon tries to push it in the zone. Or no, sorry, that's Day. Picked up by Alti. Toe drags. Comes back to the point. Shot. And gets blocked. Didn't get good wood on that one. And comes out of the zone. Vancouver D has it. Lots of loose puck play in the neutral zone to start this first period. And there's offsides call here. And we'll have a face-off outside of the Littleton defensive end. Dawson line out here with Eli and Coy. Laser and Miles on D. Let's see if we can't get some offensive pressure here. Face off, went over to Eli, pushes it forward, can't control it, knocks the puck down, goes into the zone. Eli picks it up on his backhand, skates in the corner, centering past to Coy. Coy gets a shot, deflects it, but it goes wide right. Vancouver picks it up. Eli back checks, cuts off the breakout pass, still in the zone. Coy forechecks hard, and finally Vancouver is going to skate it out of the zone. But quickly turned back around by Littleton as they get back on sides. Dawson takes it down deep into the corner. Loses the puck, forechecks hard. Cross-ice breakout pass by Vancouver. The player falls down, and we hold it in momentarily. It's going to be punched out and down to the Littleton end. No icing on this one as Kaysen goes back, skates it behind the net. Miles rotates to cover in front. Kaysen turns it over down low. Puck comes up to the Vancouver point. Shot blocked by Kaysen. Sends it up ice, and he's got Dawson. Oh, and he almost has a breakaway, and the Vancouver defender at the last second caught that headman pass and knocked it wide. So Vancouver recovers, sends it into the zone with a headman pass. Stick handling, shot, and great positioning by Condor, and he makes the save in the butterfly position. I think it goes into his glove and then maybe into the pads. Excellent control of the rebound as Vancouver was crashing hard at the net there. 2:36, first period, 1-1 game. Mike on the faceoff, pushes it forward, goes back to the Vancouver D, DDD pass. Kinger pressures it and forces the D dump it down low. Puck comes up to the boards for Kinger, headmans it up to the Steven. Tries to stick handle through the defender, but can't. All right, Steven picks it up, gets it into the zone. Puck goes into the far corner, picked up first by the Vancouver D, and they're going to be able to send it across ice and out. Mike flings it back in. Littleton just gets onside. Good headman pass in the neutral zone by the Vancouver team and sent down into the corner. Wrapped around by Vancouver to the point. Ford's crashing. Shot sent way wide. Wrapped around again to the point. Kinger forechecks hard, and it goes into the far corner. Picked up by Vancouver. Surrounded by Littleton players, and it gets a shot on net. There's another shot on net, and it looked like they punched it in, but apparently the puck didn't. The referee loses sight of the puck and blows the whistle. We got out of one there. We were scrambling a little bit, but no goal there. So face off right of Connor will be Mike, Kinger, and Ogre. Luke and Landon on D. Mike pushes the face-off forward, as he's been having luck with in this tournament, and gets it pushed up. We have 2-on-2 developing. Mike pushes it to Kinger, and it trickles down behind the Vancouver net. Loose puck, and finally we get a whistle. Looked like Mike was smacking at it there. And we're going to get fresh legs out on the ice with 1:09 left in the first period in a 1-1 game. Definitely observed that this Vancouver team headmans the pass pretty well. Catches those breakout passes. Got to watch out for that one. Face off. Won by Alti. Back to the Littleton D. And finally, Vancouver's going to punch it out of the zone. And loose puck finally picked up by Vancouver, and their D skates it up the middle into the zone. Defense keeps them wide, and shot towards the top left corner, and Connor flashes that glove out and makes a great glove save. Good job on your positioning there, Connor. And with 51 seconds left, we'll have a face-off to his left. Alti on the draw, looking to win it, I think, back here with his lower hand reversed. Comes up to the point for Vancouver. They're going to get a shot way rainbow high. Look like a granny basketball shot there. Littleton's going to get it on the boards and send it up. No ice, was tipped and all the way down. 30 seconds left in the period. Alti checking hard. Loses the tire, or blows the tire, and falls into the boards. And he's injured. Oh no. Alti all right. Down by the American Express sign. Crashed down along the boards. We have a whistle. 23 seconds left. Well, the coaches come out and make sure he's okay. He's up on his own power now, picking up his stick. Looks like he's just momentarily shaken up. We should have a face-off, I think, in the neutral zone here. Twenty seconds left. Puck squirts out of the Littleton end. Headman pass by Vancouver, can't connect. Comes all the way down to the Littleton D. Littleton punches up the boards, but nobody's home. Stick handles. Skating down low is Vancouver. Shot goes wide off the side of the net. 3 seconds left. This should be the end of the period. Ford's got a little ahead of the play on that one, and when we tried to run the breakout, there was just 3 Vancouver players all behind our forwards, and got a late period opportunity there. So 1-1 game. First period is over. We'll be back in a second. Just give everyone a peek around. This is rink 1 of 3. The other 2 are behind us. Well, we have a really nice bar and restaurant over here, on top of this upper level on this facility. I go check this out after the game. Friday night. Might be time for a beverage. 12 minutes on the clock, second period. Hawks are skating left to right in this period. With Connor staying in goal until about halfway through this period when the goalies usually switch. We got Dawson's line out here to start. Eli on his left, Coy on his right. Miles and Laser on D. Face off, won by Vancouver, back to their D. Pass quickly up and into the Littleton zone. And Dawson comes up with it, runs a breakout up to Littleton. Eli. Eli punches it up the boards and gets it out. Good play there. The D centers it, can't connect, and it's going to trickle into the Vancouver zone. Eli forechecking hard. Dawson right behind him, 2-on-1. They create a turnover, and Eli has it. Tries to find Coy, crashing towards the net. He can't. Puck goes back to the boards, and Dawson checks. Eli picks it up on the half boards. Looking again for Coy over there on the back door, but can't connect. Vancouver brings it back the other way. 1-on-4. Hawks are back checking hard. Laser forces them into the far corner and then applies pressure. Vancouver comes out with it towards the net, drives the net, sends a backhand wide, and Littleton picks it up on the far side. Dawson carries it up, gets it out of the zone, sends it up to Coy, and that's not going to be icing. Loose puck in the corner. Coy chases. Eli's open in front of the net, and the defender falls down. Puck's wrapped around. Laser's going to get there, hold it in at the point. Oh, and we got a whistle. I think we've got a penalty on Coy for a trip. Penalty boxes on this rink are on the far side in the NHL-style rink, across from the bench. As the ref talks to him a little bit and says what's going on. So face-off will be all the way down to the right of Connor. Littleton puts out fresh legs with Ogre and Milky out there. Face-off, one back to the Vancouver point. Slap shot blocked by Mike. Mike punches it out of the zone, but can't connect to apply more pressure in this short-manned opportunity. Vancouver gets it, sends it in front, and Connor goes to the butterfly and makes a pad save. Goes into the corner, or puck goes into the corner, and Littleton pressures. Centering pass is deflected. Ogre picks it up behind the net, wraps it around. But being on the penalty, then nobody's home. And it's into the corner. Littleton's doing a good job on keeping him out on the outside here. Oh, Luke with the physical play in the corner. I think that was Luke. Sends it up to Ogre. Ogre punches up the board and out. Mike's going to pick it up and see if he can't turn this into a play. He's skating hard. He's got two defenders on him. Picks it up, centers it with a shot, and it pops open. Oh, we almost had a great rebound opportunity there. Vancouver tries to hit a cherry picker. Luke sends it into the corner, but not deep. And they're really trying to stretch the play. And that was called offsides. Littleton D, got to make sure that nobody sneaks behind us on this power play. The penalty is now expired and Coy's out of the box. We've got Mike is lying out there with Ogre and Kinger. Face off, one back to the Vancouver D, and sent into the corner. Kingseed forechecking hard, and can't hit him there, but it looked like Kinger wanted to. Vancouver runs the breakout, comes up to the wing, shoveled into neutral zone, and nobody's home. DDD pass. See if we can't regroup in the neutral zone. Picked off by Vancouver and skated into the zone. The D step up, close the hole. Drop pass, loose puck in the slot, and finally Littleton is going to come up with it. Backhand shot, flinged up Mike deflects it, picks it up, skates it wide. It's got Ogre crashing the net, can't connect, and the puck comes loose behind the net. Vancouver's going to skate it out of the defensive end, runs the breakout up to the winger, and they find their center. Center skates it in. Bernsey comes over with a stick check. Doesn't knock the puck completely away. Back to the point, DDD pass. D is going to step up with a wrist shot and get it blocked. Oh, and now Mike almost has a breakaway. He's going to get it first. He's getting hooked. That's a penalty, and he scores. Woo-hoo! Whatever by Mike. Well, getting hooked, power through it, and buries it under the goalie's pad. Looked like a 5-hole shot to take a 2-1 lead in the second period. 8:18. Great job. Love that headman pass. Way to be strong on that puck, Mike. Way to bury it. Let's go, Hawks. Refs talking to the bench here. I'm not quite sure what the message is to the coaches. I think they're saying that there was a penalty on that, but they are going to call it off because Mike was able to score. So should be 5-on-5 action. Ulti line out here. Let's go, Hawks. Put another one up. Put this game away early in the second period. Face off, one back to Littleton D. Littleton needs to run transition. Puck comes up to Day, can't control it, and Vancouver gets it and skates it into the zone. Alti's going to forecheck on that. Vancouver hits the break, centering shot. It goes off Ogre's stick and into the corner. Bacon stick. Headman pass up to Billy, can't connect. And Vancouver dumps it deep into the Littleton zone. Lasers back to get it, passes behind the net. Comes up to the winger. Day is unable to get it out of the zone. And it comes picked up by Vancouver back down into the corner. And then a toe drag. Alti's there, skates into the slot. Loose puck and pushed it back into the corner by Littleton D. Alti's going to get there first and skate it out of the zone. Oh, he gets his pocket picked before the blue line and finally gets it out. Turnover in neutral zone and recovered by Littleton. Alti has it. Skates it wide. He's going to have a breakaway. Stick handles Deeks. Slides the backhand shot. Not much on that. And goes it behind the net. Breakout pass. Pops up to Laser. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Gets his stick tied up and Alti comes back and gets it into the zone. Passes it over. Billy gets a shot, goes wide left, loose puck behind the net. And into the far corner, Hawks look tired, need to find their legs, breakout pass, and it's going to be a one-on-one opportunity. Alti back checking hard. And Laser takes the body, and the puck is going to trickle into the corner. Good defensive. We're going to have a penalty killer here. We're going to have a penalty killer here as Dawson's going to go in the penalty box for 90 seconds on what I consider a weak tripping call. Face-off will be all the way down to the left of Emma. Emma comes in at this whistle here. Great job, Connor. And let's go, Emma. Face off, won by Vancouver, dangling in front of the net. Shot goes wide. That's dangerous. Puck up to the point, not out. Kinger chases the puck up at the point, the right point. Set down low, picked up by the Littleton D and up the boards and out of the zone. Good job there. And pushed back in by Vancouver offsides. We've got Kinger and Mikey out there on the penalty kill with Luke and Landon. Mike pushes the puck forward, comes up with it. Toe drags off the boards and gets it into the zone for Kinger. It's in his feet, and he punches it down low behind the net. Vancouver gets there first. Littleton needs a back check here. There's a rush opportunity. Luke gets beat wide, and the guy goes power move to the net, shovels it backdoor to it, but the Vancouver player couldn't knock it home. And I think Kinger's going to have a breakaway here. At least, oh no, this is Luke. No, Kinger. Oh, he shoots it, and it goes just wide left. Picked up by Landon, sent back down low. Loose puck. Vancouver is going to get there first. Stick handles it out of the zone. Kinger loses his stick. I don't know what just happened there. He had a chance coming out of the corner. Loses his stick. Doesn't trip the guy, and they're going to call him for a penalty. So back on the penalty kill, 4:34, second period, 2-1 Hawks. Face off, went by Littleton into the defensive corner. Loose puck battle. Hard to see down here. Comes up to the point. Alti pressure in the point. Slap shot, deflected. That one didn't make it through to Emma. And from below the goal line, Vancouver throws it forward and it bounces off Emma's leg and goes in from behind the net. Unfortunate bounce there. Apparently, that tripped I didn't see the player fall down. Some of the other parents saying he did. I'll have to review that one after the game, but I don't think I've ever seen a trip where the player didn't fall down. Alti on the face-off. Vancouver wins it back to their D. Daisy forechecks hard. Vancouver headmans the pass, skates it into the zone. Centering pass is blocked, picked up by the point, blocked again. Goes down into the Littleton defensive corner. Littleton's bunching up a little bit. We've got 3 guys covering the point. 2 guys open below the net. Just puck in the corner. Littleton's going to get there first. Can't control it. Alti has it. Tries to send it up the short side boards. Held in by the point. DDD pass. Point walks in. Slap shot. Saved by Emma. Pops up front. Rebound. Can't connect. And it goes into the corner. Loose puck in the far side boards. Alti blows the tire, and Vancouver comes up with it. Comes back to the point. Number 8 walks in and shoots. Deflected wide. Alti's going to get there first. Can't control it. Centering pass. Oh, physical contact on open ice. Alex hits the guy, but there's no penalty there. And the puck is sent down deep. We got icing. So the refs appear to be letting him play a little bit with that physical contact. Let me down to the left of Emma. .258 on the clock. 2-2 game. Dawson on the draw. Eli on his left. Coy out to the right. Face off. I guess controlled by Vancouver. We'll say they won that one. They skated down behind the net. Ridden off the puck. Throws out front. And Littleton throws it up. Shot. Lots of deflections in the front. Vancouver gets it. Loose puck. Dawson's going to pick it up behind the net. Sends it up to Coy. And Vancouver takes out our player, and we're going to now go on the power play. 2:28 in the second period. Face-off will be down here to the right of the Vancouver goalie. Let's go Shaggy, win this draw. Eli on the left hash mark. Coy lined up on the circle to the backhand of Dawson. And Vancouver unfortunately wins that draw. Shovel back in, just barely on sides. Littleton forechecking hard. And Vancouver gets it out. Littleton punches back to the D. Luke has it. He's going to skate it up the zone. Rips a shot. This goes wide, but controlled by the goalie into his glove. Why is the clock running? And clock scorekeeper is letting the clock run on our penalty. Finally, it stops after the ref comes over and says something. So face off down in the offensive zone. Mikey wins it back. Luke sends a shot, gets blocked, goes into the corner. They send it up the boards and out. It was touched by Littleton, so no icing here. Didn't go down deep enough anyways. Breakout pass up the corner. Kinger has it on the far boards. Tries to get into the zone, can't. Still loose puck. Littleton finally is going to punch it in, but easily skated out of the zone by the Vancouver D. Vancouver D makes the move, gets by our defense, goes down, shot, and Emma makes a huge save there. Keep this a 1-1 game with 90 seconds left on the clock. Shot again on Emma, trickles into the crease, and cleared into the corner. Mike picks it up, sends it up near the point, but not out. Vancouver has a stick check. Got to get it out here. And finally, it's going to clear out as pushed back in offsides. Good job, Stripes. So we should have a face-off just outside of the Littleton defensive zone here with 1:02 left on the clock. 2-2 game. Got the alt line out. Billy on the right, Daisy on the left. Face-off comes over to Billy, pushes it forward, but can't control it. And punched all the way back to the Vancouver D. They're skating it back into their end. DDD pass. Alti's forechecking hard. Daisy's forechecking too. Creates a neutral zone turnover. Back to the D. Bernsey tries to send it up and out. Trickles into the neutral zone. Dumped back in by Vancouver and picked up by the D. Sent back into the neutral zone. DDD pass by Vancouver as they try to run a neutral zone lead group. Can't connect. Bernsey steps up. Sends it back to Alti. Alti picks it up as their skater falls down. Makes a power move to the net. Oh, and he gets poke checked at the last second, and the goalie made a right leg pad save and kept it an even game. That was a great shot with about 20 seconds left. Bernsey slaps it down into the corner. 10 seconds left. 9, 8. Vancouver's doing the rush. Bernsey's going to step up, gets by him. 3, 2, 1. Oh, and they score with 1 second left. With the open man in front of the net to take a 2-1 or 3-2 lead. Oh, that's a backbreaker. That's horrible. Hate to see that happen as the clock expires. So second intermission here. It's a 3-2 game. Haven't seen an official. Yeah, there's the ref saying it's an official goal. It was good, in my opinion. I saw the clock have a fractional second left as the goal was already in. Ouch. It's all right. 1 goal. We can regroup. We're a good third period team. We'll be back in a second. All right, third period here. Hawks need to come out strong. Tie this one back up. Shaggy's line out. Eli on his left, Coy on his right. Miles and Payson back on D. Emma standing tall in the net. Face off. Sent back towards the Vancouver D and into the zone. Littleton forechecks, and Vancouver makes a pass, gets behind him. Skates up the zone, and Miles turns around and keeps him wide. Puck on net. Emma pokes it wide, but their stick. Loose puck behind the net. Eli falls down. Pass up to the point, blocked, and off the deflection from the shot, Vancouver's able to whistle one right past Emma on her short side. 11:34, third period, as Vancouver takes a 4-2 lead. That was not the third period start I was looking for. Got to dig deep. We got 11 minutes and change to tie this one back up. Mike on the face-off, pushes it forward. Vancouver D controls it, passes it through the neutral zone, and comes loose. Kinger has it, sends it up to Mike. Mike has a breakaway, gets his pocket picked. Oh, that was sad. He was so close, driving into the net there. Vancouver has a headman pass, and they can't connect, and they send it deep. That's going to be icing, and it's going to go all the way down in front of the Vancouver goalie. Scary play there. If they connect that, they have a breakaway. But we got lucky. 11:14, third period, 4-2. Bad guys are winning. Well, Mike with the draw, left of the goalie. Sends it over to Kinger. Kinger can't control it, and Vancouver's going to skid out of the net. The deep pinches to try to hold it in. And Littleton's got to get back. Centering pass is blocked. Picked up behind the net by Landon. Sends it up to the point to try to break out. They can't connect. Comes to the center. Slot. Shot. And a great save by Emma. No rebound. 10:55 in the third. Face off to the left of Emma. Let's go, Hawks. Alti wins it. Over to Bacon. Bacon sends it up to the point, but not out. The point sends it back deep. And Luke's going to pick it up, send it back up the boards to Alti. Alti's powers through some stick checks, and headmans it up to Billy. Billy catches on the backhand. Now we got a 2-on-1 with Jay and Billy. Billy can't come up with the puck. Oh, no. And they punch it out, and we got a little D back playing defense. Stick handles through our D. Shot on net goes wide. Got lucky there. Little dangle move. D needs to pass it up to the wing, run the breakout. Alex picks it up, sends it up to Alti. Alti can't control this puck in the neutral zone and picked up by Vancouver. They're going to skate it in. Stick handled off the boards, and Billy comes back momentarily, tries to get it out. He can't, and is sent down deep behind Emma. Centering pass is blocked. Alex is going to pick it up in the corner. Skates by the puck, and Vancouver picks it up. Bounces off the back of the net, and Vancouver still has it, skating into the corner. A couple guys open in front of the net. We're puck watching. Landon finds it, wraps it around the board. Alti tries to get there. The D pinches and holds it in. Puck comes up. Day's going to pick it up, skate it out, finds Alti a little too much and can't control it, and it's going to trickle back down into the Vancouver end. Alti pressuring behind the net. Vancouver goes D to D pass it, sends it up the far side, and Bernsey holds it in with a good smack of the puck. Alti's pressuring down low, gets position but falls down. Day pressures the puck, still down below the net. Up to the point. Wilmer sends it back deep. Nobody in front of the net. Oh, Dawson. Is that Dawson? Or who is it? Dawson makes a nice move behind the net, throws it off the goalie, and it trickles in somehow. 8:51 in the third period, and Littleton makes it a one-goal game. 4-3, we're down. Great play there, Shaggy. Shaggy on the faceoff again. Can't win it. Eli forechecks. Quick pass up into the Littleton end. D picks it up, skates in the corner. Comes up to Coy. Coy has Dawson if he can connect on him. And can't get good pass over there. And it comes back to the Littleton D. Littleton punches it up the boards. Coy picks it up at the blue line. Sends it up to Dawson. Dawson has speed. Skates it wide into the zone. Hits the brakes, comes back. Like to see him take that puck deep. All right, Miles has it. Shot. Way wide left. Didn't get all of that. Dawson over there. Good play along the boards. Muscles it in, but loses the puck. Vancouver's going to skate it out. 3-on-2 developing for Vancouver. Laser skates it wide. Centering pass. Deflected. Comes through. Blocker saved by Emma. Trickles out in front. Oh, no. Oh, no. And Emma goes out to save, but it just trickles to the left, and they're able to punch it home. 5-3, bad guys. 7:50 in the third period. Oh, those loose pucks. Emma's battling hard there, but when those loose pucks come out and you're no longer on your feet, it's really hard to make those lateral pushes. Mikey pushes it forward off the faceoff. Can't stick handle through the D. Vancouver tries to regroup in the neutral zone, and the puck is flipped into the Vancouver bench. Should have a faceoff at center ice here. So we'll try this again. Oh, no, it's going to be along the blue line in the neutral zone. Mike tends to push him forward here. He does. Stick handles it into the zone. Puck chases down the D, and the Vancouver D is going to win the puck battle, skate behind the net, and run a breakout up the wing. Littleton pinches and holds it in, and finally sent up the boards and out of the zone. Littleton tries to get it back in. Mike has it, or Ogre has it. Steven sends it over to Mike. Mike has it in the close corner, sends it down low behind the net. Vancouver's going to get there first. Littleton has it in the slot. Little pass down low to Mike. Mike with a shot. The goalie's on his knees, makes a save, loose puck. Puck goes into the corner. And breakout pass up to the winger. Well, Landon gets back quickly and holds it in, sends it down low. Dangling with the puck. Vancouver finds Mike in the slot. Can't get the shot. Mike still has it in the slot. Needs to shoot it. Falls down, and Vancouver finally is going to come up with it. Oh. Mike kept trying to do a little toe drag move there to create some space for himself. Landon has it, sends it up to Kinger. Kinger's on the point. At the point. Oh, no. Dangerous play down low as they get it in front of the net and backhanded it wide. Littleton headmans the puck. Steven has it. No icing. Someone open in front. Oh, Steven shoots it and can't get it to go in. Would have liked to see a pass there with open man on the back door. Littleton stands him up at the blue line. And Kinger's pressuring that Vancouver down in the zone. Vancouver blows a tire, sends it up, and Littleton holds it in. Sent back down deep. Littleton gets it. And Vancouver's going to skate it out of the zone. They got a 3-on-1 developing. They're a little slow, and Littleton's back check is good, and we get it back into central ice. Ogre is forechecking. Kingseed comes back up to Landon, and Vancouver's going to skate it in the zone. Centering pass doesn't connect. Landon's going to apply pressure. Vancouver's going to get there first. Landon has the chance for a breakaway. 2-on-0 here. Oh, well. And we're going to have an icing here. Mike lost his stick down low, and we're lucky with the icing. It'll be all the way down right of the Vancouver goalie. Alti with the face-off. Vancouver wins it, wraps around the net, trying to run a breakout. And Littleton traps them. Physical play here. It looks like Littleton's going to be getting a penalty. Need to touch the puck. And Littleton plays it and draws the penalty, the whistle for the penalty. Who's going to the box here? It's Billy. Oh, this is Alex Day, number 7. So face off right of Emma. 4:39, third period. Hawks down 5-3. Alti with the face off. Wins it over to the winger, but there's no winger really there, being shorthanded. GDD pass controlled by Vancouver. Alti forechecks, shot. Goes wide of Emma into the corner. Billy forechecks hard. Comes up to the point. Billy almost has a breakaway chance there. Skate it, go! Well, Wilmer to Billy. Billy stick handles, goes wide. Short-handed, creating opportunities here. Not a lot of time left on the clock. And unfortunately, Vancouver comes up with it. Hawks need to back check here, being a man down. 2-on-1. Littleton D steps up just inside the blue line. And trickle shot onto Emma. Easily sends it wide into the corner. Puck comes up to the Vancouver point. Alti pressures. We got 3 at the point. Littleton has it in the high slot. Comes up to the point. Littleton can't get it out. Move into the slot. Shot trickles wide of Emma to the right, or to the left. Up to the point again. Oh, Billy almost had Dawson with the breakaway opportunity, but just couldn't get enough on that pass to get it through. Billy wraps it around the boards. Coy picks it up on the boards. Sends it up to Dawson. Dawson has it with speed. He's going to skate around the D. There's Alti on the back door. He connects the pass, but Alti just couldn't put much on that with the backhand. And it trickles behind the net. It was a great pass there. So the penalty for Alex is over. Back to 5-on-5. Over to the point. Point goes over to Laser, or Miles goes over to Laser, and Laser can't get it deep. And it's going to pop out of the zone. Dawson has it in his feet. Alti picks it up. Still loose puck. Miles poke checks it just outside of the blue line, and it trickles into the Littleton defensive corner. Laser gets there first. Laser runs a wraparound puck over to Dawson. Coy's going to pick it up. He's got the headman the pass. Sends it up to Dawson. They bring it in off sides. Dawson's shot blocked up wide. And Lolo can't get the rebound. And Vancouver brings it out to center ice. Vancouver picks it up center ice with speed. Dangles through the center of the zone. Shot goes wide as Emma's controlling the coast side post there. Dawson picks it up. They got speed. Can't get it deep. Finally, it goes down to the half boards. And comes out of the zone, pushed back in off sides. 1:43 left, down by 2. See how long we're going to play with a goalie. Luke and Landon out there on defense. Face-off controlled by Vancouver. Loose puck in the neutral zone and pushed into the Littleton end and quickly popped back out. Luke is going to win the loose puck battle down in the corner, sends it up the boards. Vancouver holds it in at the blue line. And Mike picks his pocket. Now we got a 2-on-2. Steven and Mike. Mike back to Steven. Steven has it. Shot. Oh, it just goes wide. It's the side of the net. Minute 15 left. Vancouver has it behind the net. Send it up. Pinched and held in by the Littleton D. Backhand on net. Mike gives battle down low, uses his body, gets position, gets knocked off the puck. Up the boards to the winger. Littleton holds it in again. Back down low to Mike. Mike shoots. Oh, and it goes wide left. Sorry, that was Steven, not Mike. Littleton D has it in neutral zone. Steven and Mike have it up the middles. Mike's connected, stick handles. Shot, and it gets blocked right in the high slot. Shot, 27 seconds left, and Vancouver's going to clear it out of the zone and trickles down just enough for icing with 20 seconds left. See if we're going to pull our goalie here. And we do. For a sixth skater out on the ice. Looks like we've got Burnsy and Wilmer on D. Face off, won by Vancouver, and they're going to skate it out of the zone. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Shot goes wide of our empty net. 2-1, and that's going to do it. Hard-fought battle today. Lots of opportunities on both ends. Didn't come out the way we wanted. But we're now 1-1 in our tournament, and still looking good in our division. Need to win the rest of our games and hopefully make it into the playoffs. Thank you all for tuning into our broadcast. And our next game, I don't have the crossbar open in front of me, but I think it's tomorrow morning. So hopefully you all can tune in. Thank you.